Good afternoon. This is Mike with Tag Roofing and Restoration. We are here at the Kramer residence on Lafayette Plain City Road in Plain City, Ohio. We are here to perform a brittleness test. Insurance has agreed to pay for 178 shingles between two different buildings here. Both had the exact same shingles, were installed at the exact same time. We are concerned with the structural integrity of these shingles being compromised while performing those repairs. There's a couple other things that we always like to stress while we're doing repairs. Are the shingles pliable enough? Right now it's about 57 degrees outside. So are the shingles pliable enough to be manipulated without causing further damages? Whenever you go to separate that seal, is the material that's transferred from one shingle to the other, because sometimes it doesn't always necessarily stay one way whenever you're going up to repair shingles. You also have to worry about the shingles below that. Do the shingles crease? Do they crack? Do they tear while you are manipulating them to any degree? Which I will kind of explain here in a minute. You have to worry about the granular loss, which is its overall main focus, and that prevents it from shedding water the same, which is definitely not good. And then you also have to think about when you remove the nails from a certain shingle and then you go to put it back in with a new shingle, what exactly does that do to the system overall? And then you also have to ask if there's compatible materials. So what we're going to do is we are going to break the seal of this one shingle here. As you can see, this whole area right here is damaged. So in order to get this one shingle out, I actually would have to manipulate this shingle regardless, because the nails that are holding this one in are actually up here. So what we're going to do again. So you can already see where the material transfer has occurred. It's kind of hard to see it, but all this black material, which is the same thing that is right here, it is the seal from one shingle transferring onto the next whenever you go to separate those, which means they will not reseal on their own again how they're supposed to. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take this shingle here, we're going to kind of lift it up a little bit. And again, we are not trying to intentionally damage these shingles, so we are not going to manipulate this to the full degree that it would need. But what's going to happen is you have to be able to get a solid hammer or nail gun in here. So at the angle that I'm at right now, you cannot do that. You would actually have to go to a much higher degree. But what we start to notice, and again, I'm just lightly rubbing this here, you can see it's starting to crease across the top of this, which is not good. So as you can see here, across the top of this shingle, it is starting to create a crease, which is going to crack. And it is going to do the same thing that all these other shingles have done. And as you can tell, again, there is 178 shingles between two buildings that is being replaced. That would require us, if we replaced 178 shingles, that's probably around 550 shingles that could potentially be damaged doing that. So this is a failed repairability brittleness test. These shingles are not repairable, and all you're going to do is you're going to cause more damage consequently throughout this entire system. Fail.